Hey guys, Casey here. Welcome back to another episode of Lions Den Investments and Reviews. Hope you guys had a great weekend. It went by way too quick, but it's Monday, and yeah, over the weekend I was doing a little bit of research here and trying to figure out what I wanted to cover for this week's videos. And I came across a couple of interesting articles and some news over the weekend. One of those being the uh, the reset, this transformation into a new system that I've been talking about. The IMF basically announced over the weekend, um, not really an announcement, but they were calling for a new Bretton Woods moment. Now you might be asking yourself, what is Bretton Woods, right? Bretton Woods is the financial system that we went into after World War II, and it was basically a way for them to rebuild the economy and expand on America. So basically, that's what Bretton Woods is. Now they're calling for a new Bretton Woods moment here, and I'll just briefly kind of cover what the summary is of the article. I'll leave a link in the description below too, so you can go read this for yourself. And I'm going to explain why this is important. Okay. So as the global economy shudders from the disastrous effects of central planning, the International Monetary Fund Managing Director in Washington, D.C., Kristalina Georgieva, hope I'm not butchering her name here, but she's calling for a new Bretton Woods moment. Okay, Georgieva spoke about the juncture on October 15th, and she stressed today's economic hardships are the same as the difficulties that the world faced at the end of World War II. Free market advocates on social media and forums believe the IMF managing director's recent Bretton Woods speech should invoke increased suspicion. Um, Basically, so she came out, she made an announcement that they were working on some plans, and she was calling basically for this new Bretton Woods moment. Okay, on Thursday, October 15th, IMF published a speech written by the IMF's Washington D.C. managing director. Again, calling for the new Bretton Woods moment. The article has caused sound money and free market advocates to grow concerned that a big change is coming and possibly a great financial reset. So it kind of gives confirmation of what I've been saying all along. Get ready for the transformation. We're moving into a new system, and I believe that system is going to be pretty much all digital based. You're seeing stuff, especially in some of the videos I've been covering, like with Japan, really, getting ready to test pilot their blockchain system in 2021. You got the group of seven um, through the international banking settlements. So it's pretty much in your face, writings on the wall here. This is just another um, article that's going to confirm that for you. And then they go on to say here, a few days later on October 18th, macro strategist Raoul Powell said Georgieva's article alludes to a huge change coming to the global financial system. If you don't think central bank digital currencies are coming, you're missing the big and important picture. So he's even saying it too. Raoul Powell, he tweeted this on Sunday morning. This is going to be the biggest overhaul of the global financial system since Bretton Woods. This IMF article alludes to a huge change coming, but lacks real clarity outside of allowing much more fiscal stimulus via monetary mechanisms. And tomorrow, the IMF holds a conference on digital currencies and cross border payment systems. So that was on the 18th. Today's the 19th, meaning tomorrow. The IMF right now, guys, is holding a conference on digital currencies and cross border payment systems. Um, So yeah, I mean, there you go. I'll leave again a link in the article here so you can read more of that. Um, but like I said, it's coming. This is just another proof of confirmation for that, and it's pretty important that you're hedging your investments, whether they're in the stock market or just held in U.S. dollars. You need to hedge some of that somewhere else, either in gold, silver, or cryptos, to make this transition. Because if you go back in time and you do some research on history, when it comes to, say, like Weimar Germany, for instance, and what that government did to their currency, um, just basically printing unlimited amounts of money. Go back and do some research on that, and you'll find out that the only people that really made it through that were the ones that got rid of the cash and transitioned over into something to hedge against it. Okay, because you got to remember, our currency and our financial system is fiat based. So what is the number one product that all these banks, from the central bank to the IMF, are creating? You got to think about that. The only product that they create is debt. Okay, it's a debt-based system. Um, so, with that in mind, you need to pivot now. You don't have to do. I'm not saying you have to invest all your money into something that's going to hedge against this. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, like, take a certain percentage of your portfolio, for instance, right, and then just put that over into some of these assets that help hedge and help you transition over into that new system. Now, we'll have to pay attention to this as it progresses and as they roll this out, because I don't know, and I don't think anybody really knows except for the people that are running the show here. Nobody really knows what they're going to do as far as like pegging the new currency, or if it's a reserve one world currency, global currency. Nobody knows what they're going to peg that to. Are they going to peg it to Bitcoin? Are they going to peg it to gold? But they're going to have to do something, um, and change the policies, that are currently in place to something else, so that they can basically do what they're talking about here, which is a financial reset. So I found that interesting. Um, yeah, I mean, outside of that, guys, keep watching the channel. I've got a couple other videos that I'm going to go into here a little bit later this week. I'm going to talk about Bitcoin and the phases of Bitcoin and where we're at right now. And there's another one that I want to cover, which is on the SEC, the Security Exchange Commission, because they're talking about digitizing ETFs, or tokenizing those through, say, like a cryptocurrency or a blockchain. So stay tuned for those. Also, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. It helps the algorithm. And with that said, guys, hope you guys have a good day, and I will talk to you later.